Today is Yud Tammuz. Yud Beis and Yud Tammuz are the days that celebrate the Chag HaGeula, the festival of liberation of the Frierdike Rebbe Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak, who was liberated from imprisonment in Soviet Russia in the year 1927, Tafresh Pei Zayin, for his activities of spreading and strengthening the observance of Torah and mitzvahs behind the Iron Curtain. The following year, in Tafresh Pei Ches, the Frierdike Rebbe sent a letter, and in that letter he said that Lo Yosi Belvad Gal HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yud Beis v'Yud Tammuz, that the festival of liberation was not only a personal celebration, but is a day which has a connection to all of those who are Mechavei Torasenu HaKadoshah, who love and embrace the Torah, all of those who are Shomrei Mitzvah, who observe mitzvahs, and even those Jews who outwardly have no observance of Torah mitzvahs, but are B'Shem Yisrael Yuchuna, they are called by their name Yisrael. And the Frierdike Rebbe explains why that day is significant even to Jews who are seemingly non-observant. And that is because Kol Echad Yisrael, every single Jewish person, B'lo Yischashev, without thinking and considering where they are actually holding in the practical observance of mitzvahs, Liboy Tamim im Hashem u'v'soirasai, that his heart, his soul, his pintel yid is dedicated and connected and whole with Hashem and his Torah. And this is what defined the Frierdike Rebbe's outlook towards every single Jew, even those who are non-observant. The Frierdike Rebbe would reach out to and engage with every type of Jew, irrespective of their level of observance, much to the ire of many other from amongst the Orthodox community. These people challenged the Frierdike Rebbe based on the rulings in the Shulchan Aruch, which are found at the end of Shulchan Aruch in Chosh and Mishpat, where there is a siman, a section which is dedicated to discussing different type of people, those who we are supposed to engage with, mailin and elevate, and those we are supposed to distance, moiridin v'loy mailin. And the Frierdike Rebbe did not answer them, but rather continued in his path, in his way of engaging with every Jew, seeing the goodness and the purity, holiness within them. The Rebbe explained that the attitude of those Jews who start from the end of the Shulchan Aruch, who start from this particular siman which discusses and categorizes who we should engage with, who we should not engage with, that comes all the way at the end. Before that, one needs to go through Orach Chaim, which is the laws of the way of life, which include the laws of prayers and the laws of the Shema and the laws of Shabbos and the like. And then one must go through the laws of Yeridei, which include the laws of Kashrus and the laws of Mezuzah and the laws of Bris Milah and the laws of Tzedakah. And then one has to go through Even Ezer and the vast bulk of Chosh and Mishpat until they come to that siman. And only once one has studied, and not just studied, but applied in their life all of the other sections of the Shulchan Aruch, then one can come to that section and start distinguishing who we should draw near and who we should distance. But those people who start in reverse, who start from the back, are reading the Shulchan Aruch like a secular book, like a non-Jewish book, which is written from left to right rather than the Jewish way of right to left. And the Rebbe went a step further and says that this siman in Shulchan Aruch at one point in time was actually redacted and was removed by the censors. We know that the Russian authorities rigorously censored Jewish texts for anything which they felt was offensive. The Rebbe explains that whilst they may have thought they were doing so because of their reasons, everything that happens is b'hashgacha pratis. And the reason is because in the darkness of Golus, the darkness of exile that we live in now, which unfortunately has caused many Jews to grow up ignorant and therefore distant from practical observance of Judaism, people might make this mistake and think that this particular section of Shulchan Aruch must practically and actually be implemented. And therefore Hashem, so to speak, caused that this siman should be removed by the censor, so we should not make the mistake that this should define our attitude and approach to other Jews. So on this day of Yud Beis and Yud Tammuz, a day which is a time for strengthening our observance of Torah and mitzvahs in general, our study of Torah and Torah HaChasidus befrat, it is also a day to reflect on our Ahavas Yisrael, on our love for every single Jew, as the Frierdike Rebbe writes in that letter, B'li Yischashev, without paying attention and focusing on where they are holding in their observance of Torah mitzvahs. It makes no difference because every Jew, Liboy Tamim im Hashem u'v'soirasai, every single Jew possesses a neshama, possesses a soul, and that soul is pure and good by every Jew and desires to be connected to Hashem and cannot be severed from that connection to Hashem.